gather here, bless each one of us, strengthen all the participants who are trying to prepare and present in this elocution. Enlighten all the judges with your spark of knowledge that they may understand each child's performance. Bless these kids to bring their best. Amen.
It would be a tall, tough competition. Wishing the best time, I welcome you all to this program. Finally, I welcome all the selected candidates for this program. We wish you all a very fruitful time and best time. Once again, welcome to all.
Now the most awaited time begins. It is elocution. I kindly request Ramesh sir to lead this announcement of participants.
Good morning everyone, myself Harshita from grade 8. Today I am going to speak about city life versus village life. First, what is lifestyle? It is a way in which a person lives, with a lifestyle based upon the surroundings and places they live. First, what is lifestyle? It is a way in which a person lives. So based upon the lifestyle varies based upon the place and surroundings they live. Village life reflects the rural lifestyle and city life shows the urban lifestyle. Life in both rural and urban areas has its own plus points and problems. One is quite different from each other. Traditionally, India is a predominantly rural country. As Mahatma Gandhi said, real India lives in villages. Though India is mainly a land of villages, there are many cities as well in the country. Life in those big cities is quite different from life in those villages or towns. First, what are the advantages of cities? In cities, we can get good medical facilities with well-experienced doctors to cure us from any disease. We also get good education. Even we have many colleges, universities, etc. for studying well. Good morning to one and all. Myself Sarah Emmanuel from 8th grade and my topic is water pollution. Water is the most important resource for survival on a planet. It is the essence of life on a planet Earth. Yet, if we ever see a river or lake around a city, it will be evident to us that we are facing a very serious problem of water pollution. First of all, what is water pollution? Water pollution is the contamination of water bodies usually caused due to human activities. In humans, drinking or consuming polluted water in any way has many disastrous effects on our health. It causes typhoid, cholera, hepatitis, and many various other diseases. Some of the water pollutions are caused by direct sources such as factories, waste management facilities, etc. that directly releases the waste and dangerous byproducts into the nearest water source without treating them. Indirect sources include pollutants that infuse in the water bodies.
Please, Yashvi, the topic I have chosen is my inspiration and my role model. Every person in the world has a role model. A role model is somebody whom we look upon, respect, and aspire to be like. Role models are like torches of light that inspire us and guides us in the darkness. My inspiration and my role model is my mother. My mother looked after me and supported me in every part of my life. She has been with me like my shadow. It had been riddled with hurdles and difficulties, but somehow she managed to cross all of them because how amazing and independent person she is. She has taught me that hard times can be overcome and that losing battles can be won. She has taught me much more than I could have learned from any book. She sets an inspirational example to me, teaching how to live life and make wise choices even in the most uncertain situations. She not only helped me whenever I needed, but also she taught me to help myself. She says that a child does not learn from what parents say, but from what parents do. She tells me that you have to become independent because no one is going to solve your problems. You have to do it on your own and face it.
I'm Saharsh, we are grade 7C.
And
Seeing you all here, I feel like we are so lucky, isn't it? Back in the old days, our parents and friends and teachers had to work their way up. See, in 1945, a great war took place, the World War II. During that time, many people suffered unimaginable consequences because of one man and one man only, Adolf Hitler. Adolf Hitler was one of the worst people here, but I think someone here stands out among the rest who suffered. Anne Frank. It was a simple name for a complicated girl like her. Anne Frank wrote a diary. Yes, a diary. A habit some of you might have, isn't it? Writing a diary is one of the best ways for your mind. But Anne Frank talked about how she felt about her mother and father, how she preferred her father's behavior over her mother, who was very strict and a bit rude to her. While she talked about her older sister Margaret. See, Anne Frank was a Jew.
But today I am going to tell about my role model. My role model is Sarojini Naidu, one of the most famous freedom fighters. She played a pivotal role in impressing British presence. She was born in 13th February 1876 at Bengali family at Hyderabad. Her father name is Agana Chaudhary. He had did doctorate in science. Her mother name is Bharata Sundaram Devi. She was a poetry in Bengal. Poet to political life. Sarojini Naidu was used to write so many interesting poems about children, nature, etc. She used to non-meet India Gaiety because of her rich and nice stories. In them,
Talking about city life versus village life. Where would you like to live? Either a city or a village? Of course, both cities and villages are the places of human settlement. Though they differ hugely from each other in terms of quality of life and social structure, both of them plays an important role in the development of our country's economy and development. The people in villages are farmers. Farming is their ancestral occupation. They work really hard to earn their bread and butter. The schools in villages are not of high standards, and the schools in villages are only of primary standards. While the people in cities give more importance to education than any other thing in their life. There are abundant schools, colleges, and universities to get higher education. The cities have the best medical facilities for their citizens.
I choose the topic water pollution. I choose this topic because it is essential for each and everyone to have an idea in this regard. Water pollution is the contamination of water bodies which is a result of all human activities. The contaminated water bodies include lakes, rivers, oceans, reservoirs and groundwater. The water gets polluted when the contaminants are released into the water. The contaminants may include organic and inorganic substances. 80% of the world's wastewater is dumped back into the natural waters, and it is the reason for most of the water on the earth to get polluted. A British poet once noted, "Thousands have lived without water, but not one without water." So, everyone need to be very cautious while using water, and everyone should take your part in helping to save water. Thank you.
Pollution to the mankind. The contamination of water sources by substances which make water unusable for drinking, cooking, cleaning, swimming, and other activities. Pollutants that include chemicals, trash, bacteria, and parasites. All forms of pollutions make their way to the water. Water pollution intensified with the advent of Industrial Revolution, and factories releasing pollutants directly into the rivers and seas. The main sources of water pollution are sewage and wastewater treatment, while the diffuse of pollution, the main sources are from farming and fossil fuel power plants. Human beings are the main reasons for the pollution of water. There are still some companies who don't know how to treat their trash properly and end up pouring large amount of contaminants into rivers and seas. Causes of water pollution: deforestation, global warming, livestock farming. Everyone who are here for giving a wonderful opportunity to speak these words. My topic is about village life versus city life. I have picked this topic to motivate you with my words that village life is having a higher range and city life is lacking for some of the advantages. Now, let both village life and city life have some plus points and also minus points. Village life is said to be rural lifestyle and city life is said to be urban lifestyle. Both of these have some plus and minus points. Let me point out some of them and convert it to you. The first which I would like to compare is the facility of education. In big cities, there are many colleges and universities where we can get the best education, and also private and government schools, even where the poor can get educated. But in village, these all do not get existed. And in the medical facilities, in cities, we have.
Good morning to one and all. Today I am here to discuss a vital topic, that is water pollution. Every country, including India, is facing with a major problem, water pollution. As India is also one of the part in water pollution. India stood at 128th position out of 122 countries while delivering fresh clean water. As India is one of the country which is severely affected with water pollution. Now let us discuss about what is water pollution. Water pollution is a major threat in every country as the water is getting polluted and the humans and aquatic life and the marine life are also being affected as every living organism depends on water for they directly or indirectly depend on water. As we are the one who directly depend upon water, but unfortunately, the humans are the major cause of water pollution.
I'm Karthik Sai from 630. Everyone has a role model. My role model is Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore, born in 1861 to 1941, was a resident polymath from Bengal. He was one of the greatest poet and who made several contributions to the literary and artistic sphere. He wrote our national anthem Jana Gana Mana. His mother's name was Sarada Devi. His father's name was Devendranath Tagore, one of the leader of Brahma Samaj, a religious sect.
Biodegradable tableware products. After sugar extraction, sugarcane pulp was burned, causing air pollution. But now a company named Espaka converts the sugarcane pulp into biodegradable tableware products. In Varanasi, tons and tons of flowers are used to worship Lord Shiva. Later, these are converted into waste by land and in water everywhere. But now, a company named Food colors these flowers and turns them into incense sticks, nothing but agarbuttis. Vegetable waste. In India, vegetable waste is more. So, a company named AES, also known as Habuza, she is so talented and good in every field. She is an all-rounder and helps me study. She takes part in every activity and always gets first in everything. She is always a very good student and I would like to follow in her footsteps. Thank you. Water mix and water bodies like lakes, rivers, underground water and oceans. The contaminated water is unfit for consumption. Now, let us discuss the causes of water pollution. The causes of water pollution are sewage or waste. The waste from household, factories and agricultural land get discharged into lakes or rivers. Dumping. Depositing of waste materials from industries and factories into lakes and oceans, seas. Acid rains. Acid rains is caused when the begins the compounds like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide into the air. Industrial waste. Industrial waste can cause when the harmful substances and chemicals are mixed into the water. The water gets polluted. Now let us discuss the effects of water pollution. Diseases. In humans, consuming and drinking polluted water has many side effects. It causes typhoid, cholera and various diseases. 6th class S section. I am from Technology House. Today I am going to discuss about the topic water pollution. First, we need to discuss what is water. A chemical substance which is the main essence for life on our planet Earth. And it is made up of 2 hydrogen molecules and 1 oxygen atom and 2 hydrogen atoms. And now let's discuss about what is the need of water. Water we use and we need water for drinking, bathing and many other stuff. Our body, we also have 50 to 75% of water in our body. As our body can store water, we need fresh supplies every day to make up for the loss of water through our lungs and our urine and our sweat. And now let's discuss what is water pollution. Water pollution is a contamination of.
Morning to everyone. This is Jeyaseeli from 6th of Math House. Today I am discussing about the topic 3 R's. Do you know what are the 3 R's of the environment? Yes, they are reduce, reuse and recycle. With the growing needs and demands of the human beings, our environment is now a threat. Clearing the forests for land, cutting down the trees for wood, rise of pollutants and use of non-biodegradable substances results in environmental degradation. To address such concerns and reduce the pollution, we need to incorporate some environmental friendly practices, namely the 3 R's. Environment can be best sustained for the future by reducing the waste production, whether at home or at work. The level of pollution has rapidly begun to increase. Daily practices helps in reducing the waste production and helps in preventing the pollution. The use of plastic and other non-biodegradable substances are also added to it. Hence, the concept of the 3 R's have become popular world over. Reduce means to use less of the natural resources by cutting down on those practices which lead to their wastage. For example, we can reduce the usage of electricity by reducing the switching off all the unnecessary lights and fans and saving the electricity means reducing the usage of coal. We can reduce the usage of. Now I chose the topic my favorite author. I'm here to talk about the first writer in English to get Nobel Prize in Literature, the man whom George Orwell called the prophet of British imperialism. Can you tell me who is that? He's none other than Rudyard Kipling. Rudyard Kipling was born in 1865 in our India in Mumbai. He died in 1936. His father was one of the directors of Lahore Museum. So he lived in India, he did schooling in India, but then he went to England, continued his education there, worked there and came back to India. So he wrote a lot about India. As you know, the most famous being Jungle Book.
education, business, and separation in religion. It is also polluted. There are many villages. In villages, there is nothing called separation. Everyone are equal to everyone. There is only one or two occupations in villages. The most occupation in village is farming. Every day, people go to farm and produce yield. That yield is then transferred to cities for us to eat. In cities, people wake up from sleep by hearing the noises of machines, vehicles, and a lot more which can disturb.
My name is Srilanka. I am from 6th grade. Today, I chose to speak about my role model. My role model is a very young and inspiring 28-year-old Indian girl. In spite of being born in India's richest family as Kumar Nandala's daughter, she chose to build her talent in fields close to her heart. At such an young age, she holds multiple hats. She is a musician, social entrepreneur, and a mental health advocate. She has chosen a relatively unfamiliar path in entertainment as well as business. At the age of 17 years, she has started Swatantara Microfinance, which means freedom in Hindi, providing financial solutions for underprivileged women in rural India and empowers them with opportunities in micro businesses. Later, she started Jeyaseeli, marketing for handmade art and design of rural artisans. In all her business ventures, she strived to eliminate gender biases. Her organization won Great Places to Work for 2 years in a row. When songs in English are not so popular in India, she made many solo English music albums. Her noted albums
Cities are prone to stress, crime, tension, pollution, bad health, and etc. The cities.
Teachers and my dear friends. I'm Hasi Jagan from class 10. A role model is a person who inspires and encourages us to strive for greatness, live to your fullest potential, and see the best in ourselves. A role model is someone we admire and we aspire to be like. We look to them for advice and guidance. We learn to them for their commitment for excellence and their ability to make us realize our own personal goal. Role models inspire you by showing you with their own examples. So now I'm going to talk about my favorite scientist and role model, Thomas Alva Edison. Thomas Alva Edison was born on Feb 11, 1847 in Milan, USA. When Edison was young, he was curious in school. He kept asking the same question, why, and why. The teachers could not answer these questions most of the time, and they got so annoyed that eventually Edison was being kicked out. Despite that, her mother never gave up on him.
Is from grade 10. So there are actually two persons who inspired me the most. They inspired me not only by their actions but their ideologies. They are Mr. Ratan Tata and Elon Musk. So you might think they are popular or something, but I don't think the same. Elon Musk never gave up in his SpaceX mission. He released 4 rockets and 3 of them failed. He got so much hate from the people and he didn't care. He just kept trying on again. He almost emptied his pocket for paying for the rockets, and his first company was Zip2, which he sold out for $300 billion, and his entrepreneurial journey started from there. So the $300 billion, he just spent it on SpaceX because he just wanted one thing, that is success, and he got it majorly from 2014. And Mr. Ratan Tata, I cannot explain him because he's a person who brought the greatness to India. Like such company because he don't know how, and he showed them how to run a business like that. And he also bought two of their companies like Jaguar and Range Rover. And he also encouraged new investor and
To live on the earth is about reduce, reuse and recycle. What are these three? Reduce, which is about to minimize the waste which we create, and reuse, which is the way which we new things are invented to do this reuse, like taking old things and making it into a new thing, and recycle, using a oldest thing which is not even needed into a new direction of it and giving it a new shape and a new model about it. Example of reduce is about instead of buying plastic bottles outside, we can buy at least or we can use the steel bottles which are in our home for carrying the water. And reuse is about the old clothes which are not even fitting for us. We can use them for cleaning or even helping others by giving them to the poor people who cannot take them. So, and recycle, which is about taking the papers which are not even needed and giving it to the recycle people who recycles them and creates new papers out of it. Thank you.
Professions, but only an author can change the reader's mind. So there is a quote about authors and its readers. So it goes like this. A writer only starts it, but the reader finishes. So with this, I would like to start. So my favorite author is APJ Abdul Kalam. So reading books is a very important thing for all of us. So it's my favorite hobby. While reading books, we come to know about many people and many things. But still, only one book gives us its impact. So according to me, the book it was Wings of Fire, written by APJ Abdul Kalam. So it was basically his life story, his autobiography, written along with Arun Tiwari. So this book, it starts from how APJ Abdul Kalam started as a young boy and how he grew to 11th President of India. So all of us know Kalam as either as 11th President of India or maybe as Missile Man of India. But this book introduces Kalam as a whole new person, like a writer. So this book had a huge impact on me. Like the day I finished reading it, I started molding myself like him. So this is very special book for me because a special person gifted me, my father. So I used to feel low. Like whenever people used to believe me, I used to go and cry like hell in my home. But after reading this book, I always used to feel that when Kalam can do it, you too can do it. So please don't give up. Always keep trying no matter other people say. And we have reasons for everything, right? And the reason why I took him as my favorite author is that he always emphasized on being humble, even if you are head of the entire nation like India. A very good afternoon everyone present over here. This is Likita here to share about my favorite author. My favorite author is none other than Jeyaseeli. So first let me say what is an author. Author is the one who makes us travel around the world without stepping out. These are her writers. And my favorite author is Jeyaseeli. My favorite author Jeyaseeli is a poet, Indian politician and freedom fighter. Jeyaseeli was born on February 13, 1897. He was president of India. And Jeyaseeli actively took part in civil disobedience movement, Star Satyagraha, equal to Mahatma Gandhi. Jeyaseeli says that women can do anything equal to men. Jeyaseeli is also a poet. She is called Nightingale of India. And Jeyaseeli is called the Nightingale of India by Mahatma Gandhi because of her poetry and melodious voice. Her poetic charm and political devotion gives us a lot more to inspire us. Thank you.
Now I'm going to share a topic called water pollution. Earth comprises of 70% of water. Only humans and animals consume only 1%, that is fresh water. What is water pollution?
Water pollution refers to the adding of impurities in water. So we should not waste water like throwing out of water. We should prevent water, and you can prevent water from closing off running taps which are not useful to us. Nowadays we are, especially that they are throwing water like anything that they are telling that we are throwing very much, we are having more money. But it's wrong. There's some states like Rajasthan and Gujarat, they don't have much water to drink in also. And they have more droughts also for agriculture. They can't even go for agriculture. Some people are dying for water dying for water. And for this, India formulated the act called the Water Act in 1974 that provides that we should not waste water like anything.